So the Hong Kong Sevens are nearly here, and in this preview, we are going to be looking through at Samoa's squad, their key players, also their upcoming matches, and then at the end a prediction of how far we think they will go in this competition. But they have been struggling over the last few legs of the Sevens. The question is Hong Kong going to be the turning point? And with a welcome return, maybe this could be one of their best legs. But looking through at their squad, first of all, they have got Iona Sioni, which does mean Vauvaisa Apasua. He is not playing in this game. They also do not have Malani Matavao, as he is currently playing for Moana Pacifica, and they don't have Va'a Pilomaleko. So those were arguably the three pillars of the Samoan side when they were finding success. All three of those players missing from this leg. But Iona Sioni, he has recently returned from an injury, couple legs under his belt. He will be ready. Well, that's literally true when you think about it. He has got 2 legs, couple Sevens legs he has recently played in, and he will be looking forward to another one here in Hong Kong. Motu Opitai, Dan Patalisio, Fa'afoi Falaniko, Jeff Levy is going to be making his debut for the Samoans. Malakisi Masifau, BJ Lima, Des Sipolona Fiao, Tom Maeva, Neueli Letufia, Eliza Peta Alofipo, Tuna Tuitama. He is the big return that I mentioned about. He has recently been playing for Moana Pacifica, or at least he's in their squad. Hasn't been given many game minutes at all, so I'm wondering whether or not maybe they've decided, you know what, you can go to the Sevens, you can start playing some rugby, and I'm sure Tuna Tuitama, if it's anything like what happened last year when that man was playing, he's going to be one to definitely watch out for. And then the last man in the squad, it is Paul Eti Slater. So the key players to watch out for, of course, I recently mentioned him in Tuna Tuitama. I also think Fa'afoi Falaniko is going to have to really step up here alongside Iona Sioni, a couple of the bigger boys in the Samoan side. I want to see them getting physical in the breakdown, winning that ball back, because Samoa, they are often much better when they have about 60 to 70% of possession throughout a Sevens match, whereas some of the time recently, we've only seen them get around that 30 or 40%. But looking through now at their upcoming games, they are a part of Pool C, and their first match will be up against the Spanish. That is taking place at 4:16 PM New Zealand time on the Friday. A nice warm-up game per se, but you cannot underestimate what Spain are able to do. The next game will be up against the Irish. That has taken place at 7:49 PM New Zealand time. And then their last game, it is on the Saturday, and it's a big one. 3:16 PM New Zealand time, they are going head-to-head with South Africa. And that game will determine where both of those sides do finish in the pools. And there's a possibility that that could also be a knockout game, one of the sides missing out if they aren't able to get the victory. But now we're up to that stage of predicting how far we think Samoa will go in the Hong Kong Sevens. Now, this is a relatively tough group. They've got a top contender in the Irish. They have got a top contender in South Africa, although of current form, maybe not quite in the best place, but they still have an impressive record when it comes to the Hong Kong Sevens. And then you've got Spain, a side that can cause an upset, but I believe Samoa should be able to beat the Spanish, and I'd like to think that they would win one of those 2 games up against either Ireland or South Africa. So for that reason, I'm going to say they make it through to the quarterfinals, and then depending on who they play will determine how far they can get in this Hong Kong Sevens comp. But I will say they'll make it through to the semi-finals. We're going to be optimistic. They need a bit of form heading into the Olympics, and I think that the changes that they made here, Levy on debut, Tuna Tuitama returning, I like to think that that is a step in the right direction. It's just the fact that they don't have those key players like Malani Matavao, Va'a Pilomaleko, and also Vauvaisa Apasua that makes it a little bit more challenging for them. But we are going to be covering all of the Samoan games on the channel, as well as quite a few of the other matches taking place in the Sevens. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, let me know who you think will win the Hong Kong Sevens and your key Samoan player for throughout this leg of the Sevens circuit. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe like I mentioned. I will see you all for the next one.